remind people that this is your government. This is a government of and by and for the people. This is a government of the single mom who, like my mother, when she was living here in Honolulu, had to get food stamps sometimes, but still was able to get me a good education and still was able to send me to college. That's what this government is. This is the government. This is the government that, when my grandfather came back from World War II, gave him a GI Bill so he could go to college, and gave him an FHA loan so he could buy a house, and gave him the kind of burial he deserves. He's on Punchbowl Cemetery and interred there, and a government that stood by him his entire life because he had served his country proudly in World War II. That's the government we deserve. That's the government we're fighting for. The people of Hawaii understand that if we stand up and let our voices be heard, that there is no reason why we cannot bring about change. And we also understand that if we don't bring about change, we may pass on a planet that is a little more polluted, and a government that is more neglectful towards its people, and an economy that's not giving the opportunities that allow people to live out the American dream. And that's not what this country is all about. And that's not what Hawaii is all about. You know, when my grandparents moved here in 1959, 1960, it was because they understood that this was going to be the new frontier. This was part of the American dream, this opportunity to move west and get a fresh start and create a better life for your children and your grandchildren. And they succeeded in doing that. And everybody here understands that story because your parents, whether they were coming from the east or they were coming from the west, somehow they understood that this was a place where if you tried, if you worked hard, you could make it. We've got to make sure that that American dream still lives. And I promise you, if you will work as hard as you've already worked, if you will continue to knock on doors, and you'll continue to make phone calls, and you'll continue to send that $5 contribution or that $10 contribution, or if you'll talk to your friends and your neighbors and you send out emails and you remind them that this is our moment, this is our time to make sure that once again America lives up to its ideals, that I promise you we will not just win here in Hawaii, we will win all across the country, we will win this election, and you and I together, we will change this country and we'll change the world. God bless you all. Aloha.